Since many of you have asked, here is the full hair, makeup, everything, uncut, unedited tutorial to look like me. From now, this video is not going to be edited, cut, or anything. You're going to get the full experience so you can see everything that I do, every step, every technique that I do to achieve the level of cunt that I do every day. Thank you. So, we're going to do our makeup first, and then we'll move on to hair. And then I'll show you the fragrances that I wear. And then I'll show you my, like, someone's at our house. My 3 go-to outfits, which are basically just my, like, normal avatar outfits. Like, I have 2 variations, probably 3 variations, and then 2 variations for going out. But we're first gonna start with the L'Oreal True Match. All of these things will be listed in the description, by the way, because I got you, because we're like this, right? Okay, wonderful. This is in shade 2N, a neutral colored foundation, L'Oreal True Match. I like that better. Okay, this is the foundation that I will be taking with me to the gripe because it's so good. I would say it's more of a medium to light coverage foundation, but it's definitely buildable. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's not dewy. I don't like dewy on me because I'm naturally dewy, you know, oily. So this is just like the perfect medium for me. And she has survived New Zealand humidity. She has survived Korean dryness. She has survived the Bali humidity. Yeah, she's that girl. And she's also survived Japan dryness. She also covers acne. She neutralizes discoloration. She's just that girl. Okay? So, if you live in a country where this foundation is available, get it, okay? Because I don't. So I get this from a third-party Russian website. It was a little sketch at first, I'm not gonna lie. But I was pleasantly surprised when it actually showed up at my door. Exactly how I expected it. I expected it to. Anyways, between every layer of a base, we're gonna put on a layer of setting spray. This is the Kose Make Keep Mist, also in the description. This is my favorite setting spray I've ever used, and I've used Charlotte Tilbury, I've used Urban Decay All Nighter, I've used everything under the sun, but I've always come back to this one because it's affordable, and for the amount that I use, this makes the most amount of sense. It is effective, it survives sweat, it doesn't break down your makeup, it's perfect. So if you have access to this on Amazon in your country, get it. Or if you're in Japan, stockpile on it. I don't condone overconsumption, but this I've bought 4 bottles of in the past year. Or maybe 5, I'm not sure, but just a lot, okay? So after you've done a generous spray, we're gonna go in with a puff. I got this from Daiso. I'm gonna spread it across my face because I've already what I do is I spread a thin layer, but I'm focusing mostly in this middle area because that's where I get flushed and also where my acne is at the moment because I haven't been sleeping. That's the reason for my acne. So we're gonna blend, and the moisture of the setting spray is gonna help this blend out. I feel like this video is just gonna be full of like unflattering angles, unflattering screenshot moments. So please don't screenshot the moments where I'm looking not the sexiest, okay? Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page on that. That's the terms and agreements. That's the terms and conditions of you watching this video and me delivering this tutorial to you. Okay? Okay, wonderful. Okay. Did you see that? That was like 20 seconds of blending. Stunning. Make sure you get your lips. Ooh, what was that? That's probably a piece of rice. How Asian of me. Stunning. Now that we have an even coverage, I'm gonna get a little more to layer for my blemishes. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that foundation on my finger and then put it on the areas that I want extra coverage. So this might be areas of discoloration, this might be areas of concentrated acne. This might be whatever. Okay, and I'm not gonna blend her. I'm gonna let her set and dry. I'm like running out of breath. Transparency. I have these cluster lashes on. I got these on Amazon. Called Kirawinku Matsuge no something. Jouhin no Matsuge clusters. They look like this. I have 3 on each, okay? Sometimes I'll use mascara, sometimes I'll have clusters, sometimes I'll have extensions. Do the lash that works for you, okay? Wonderful. Next step is eyebrows. I have used pomades before. I have used pencil, I have used eyeshadow, I have used everything under the sun. And gone through many terrifying eyebrow phases. But as of right now, I'm using this eyebrow pencil from Daiso. It is a grayish brown tone, like this. I used to use a gray eyebrow pencil for the longest time, and then switched over to this e.l.f. pomade, which I think is a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. At the time I thought it looked great, but looking at pictures now, it was definitely giving Roblox, and it was giving James Charles. Love James Charles, but that was not the look I was going for. So now I have opted for a much softer, thinner brow, and I think that just suits my face better. But I might also just have eyebrow blindness still. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this pencil to fill in the ends and just elongate the tail a little bit, because I do have a wider face, so this just helps frame everything, you know what I mean? And trying not to create such a big arch, because that just makes me look like an angry bird. And I'm a happy bird, so I'm not gonna do that. Do you guys also have an eyebrow that you prefer? Like, I love my right eyebrow, because she's just stunning and perfect, but my left one is always like, you know. The right eyebrow is definitely the favorite child. Ooh, okay. For the front of my eyebrow, I do a little bit of pigment there. I don't draw it in, and then I use a spoolie to blend that pigment out rather than trying to draw lines, because I can't with this big pencil lead situation. Okay, don't freak out. Stay with me now. And then blend. It's more like dispersing the product rather than drawing in an eyebrow. This sweater is not doing it for me today, but that's fine. This is what we're working with now, okay? Fantastic. Comment down how many times I say okay. That's weird and off-putting. Anyways, we're gonna go in with this eyebrow gel. You can use any eyebrow gel. This is actually not an eyebrow gel. This is a thing people use here in Japan to, like, spikeify their eyelash extensions, but I just found that I can use it as eyebrow gel. So that's what I use. Next, you do not have to have the same palette. You can use anything that you have. Remember this when you watch any makeup tutorial. Do not let influencers or creators convince you that you need this to achieve the same look. You just need to be a little crafty, okay? Just look into your stash. I'm sure you have something. But this is a palette I got from the Chemist Warehouse for about $7 4 years ago. And she still works perfectly fine, so I'm not going to replace her. If there's no need, there's no demand, okay? Period. I'm going to go in with this cool tone brown and this gray. That was a lie. I'm going to go in with this cool tone brown and this little light pink shade to create a base for the eye look. And if I didn't have lashes on, this would be much easier. But today I choose to struggle in the name of baddie. Someone responded to me. Tennis? Oh, okay. It's for a, what is it called? What is that sport called? It's like tennis, but with a solid racket with no split, squash? No. Paddle, there you go. I went paddling with some of my friends last year, and I just got a notification that's like, hey, we know it's your birthday. I'm like, hey girl, I'm not even in that country right now. Ooh, exciting news, guys. I'm going to Bali, my hometown, if you didn't know. We're going to Bali in a couple weeks. So you guys are going to get a lot of exciting vlogs and a lot of content on my travel channel. Like, travel recommendation channel. So I hope you stay up to date, and let me know what kind of, if you have specific areas or content that you want me to shoot, because I am from Bali, so I have a little bit of an inside scoop. Like, I grew up there my entire childhood, so I do have a bit of a local eye. So if there are anything in specific that you'd like me to cover, let me know. Oh, okay. That's the base look. Then, on top of my eyelids, I'm gonna use, this is the brush set that I've compiled throughout my life. It contains brushes from Artistry and probably a couple from Daiso, a couple from Loft, a couple from Sephora. Could not tell you which is which because I've been using them for so long. We're gonna go in with this cool tone brown again, and then a gray shadow, and put it just in the center of the eye. And we're not blending it out or anything, just putting it in the center to make a little more of a shadow, like that. You get me? You feel me? Whenever I film like uncut videos like this, I'm surprised at the sheer amount of talking that I'm able to do with no script. It's just a constant, just a consistent train of thought. And I never knew this was a skill I possessed. And then I think about the fact that, like, this is probably how I talk with my friends, and they're probably thinking, oh my god, this girl does not stop talking. But I still have friends, so they must love it. And my friends are also, like, crazy yappers. Ooh, a little tidbit I was talking about with my friends. How to know what kind of person you are. Like, if you genuinely don't have, like, self-awareness to know what kind of person you are and what your morals are, look at the people around you. Because you know when they say the 5 closest people are the product, the 5 closest people will make who you are. People say this all the time, but they don't explain it. Imagine like an alternative group of kids, or like a group of popular kids, a group of, I don't know, mean people. They wouldn't want to hang out with their direct opposites, right? They would only want to hang out with people like them. So this supports the idea of who you are is a reflection of the people around you, because the people around you wouldn't hang out with you if you weren't like them, you know? And this is not like a complete definite thing, like opposites attract and whatever. But if you want to have a cheeky gander into what kind of person you might be, look at the people around you. Anyways, so if you have kind, fashionable, stylish people around you, that's probably who you are, because, you know, they wouldn't want to hang out with an asshole. You know what I mean? I'm gonna use this cool toned brown grayish eyeliner, pencil eyeliner. I actually need to get a new one because this is running out. And then I'm gonna draw a upward tilted wing. Stunning! I've been doing this since 6th grade, every single day. So I could not give you a tutorial. It's like an instinct at this point. But if you want like a straight eyeliner look, you can just like pull your eye, and with that crease, you can just fill in that crease, and then you can have like a straight eyeliner. That's about the extent of an eyeliner tutorial I could give for you. The rest is just practice. So then you know what shape is flattering for you. You know what I mean? And recently I've actually been preferring this brown pencil shadow over a black liquid, because I feel like it just blends with my makeup a little more. Just something I noticed and started to prefer. Next, we're gonna go in with this angled brush. I don't know where I got this. I think it was a set. Actually, it came, did it come with, no, it didn't come with this. I don't know where I have this brush. But we're gonna go in with this brown, I think this is warm tone, a warm tone brown, like this shade. And I'm gonna use this to shade in my bottom lash line. Just a little. I'm not blending out, I'm just kind of placing the pigment there. Do you see the difference that made? That looks so like, you know what I mean? Okay, wonderful. And we're gonna do the same for the other side. Again, I'm not blending, I'm just placing. I'm just placing the product there. Because we are gonna go in with a fluffy eyeshadow brush like this to blend her out. I'm gonna blend her into the eyeliner, gonna blend her down to cover more of surface area. See how much of a difference that made? It makes my eyes pop. If you have dark brown eyes like me, I highly recommend doing this. I used to tightline my entire eyeball with black eyeliner, like that was my phase for a little bit. But then that also just made my eyes look really small. And I'm already struggling in that department, so I did not need help doing that. And I've just found it gives the opposite effect. In my humble opinion. Anyways. This is usually the time that I'll put on mascara. Mascara recommendations. Hiroi Make, Can Make, Kar Keep. Those are my two mascaras that I use religiously for my straight Asian lashes when I don't have a lash lift. If I do have a lash lift, I'll use the Deja Vu Fiber Wig because this is insane. It makes it look like you're wearing falsies. And it stays all day, and it's a tubing mascara, so it doesn't ruin your eyelashes. This is what the tube looks like for Hiroi Make, and I have clusters on, so I'm just gonna apply it to... I'm joking. I'm gonna apply it to the corner of my eyelashes to help blend that cluster. Yeah, stunning, gorgeous. Okay, next one. This is such an unflattering clip. Please do not screenshot. I'm putting my trust in you guys. I love eyelashes so much. I took a long break from eyelashes and just used strictly mascara and lash lifts to try to heal after my long era of eyelash extensions. But whenever I go back to eyelashes, it just revives the baddie in me, and I get reminded of who I am. It's a healing experience for me, to be honest. And if you ever get mascara anywhere on your face, let it dry. Use a spoolie to scratch it off. That way you won't smudge mascara on your face or your eyes. Ugh, you might damage your eyelid skin though, jeez. Okay. And go over with the puff you use to blend your foundation. Stunning? Stunning. I agree. Ooh, what is going on down there? I don't know. Now, at this point, if you want to do inner corner, I made a tutorial on like a nighttime look on this, and I showed you like an in-depth tutorial on how to do inner corner eyeliner for Asian eyes. So take a look at that. I'll put it somewhere, or it might just be the next video. But that's all for the eyes. I sometimes might wear, sorry, I'm like sniffling, I'm still sick. I sometimes might wear contacts, like colored contacts, but very rarely, very rarely. Next, we're gonna move on to the blush. I've recently implemented this new technique where instead of putting the blush directly on my face, I mix it with a little bit of my foundation or concealer. And I was skeptical at first, but I did notice that it blended much better into my skin. So I get like this much of my cream blush. This is the Can Make Cream Cheek in shade 05. Highly recommend if you like a peachy toned blush. And then I mix it with that foundation, the True Match foundation. And then you'll get more of like a neutralized version of your blush, like this, in a much more blendable formula. And then I apply this, the corner of my eye, starting at the corner of my eye. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it down and then bring it up a little bit. So now we have this shape. And do the same thing on this side. Something I'm very passionate in. TikTok, 小红书, everyone tells you to try to make your face smaller, right? They say if you have high cheekbones, put your blush in the center to make it look smaller. But I like my high cheekbones. If you like something about your feature that social media tells you to conceal, don't even bother listening to social media. Highlight what you want to highlight, because that's self-expression. That is accepting your features. That okay? So for me, I like my cheekbones. My entire mother's side has high cheekbones, so I feel connected to like my great grandma, my grandma, when I enhance and appreciate these cheekbones. Not to make cheekbones a deep topic, but I'm gonna use a brush like this, quite dense, and then blend it horizontally, not vertically. I could have definitely gone with more foundation in this mix. It's feeling a little blush heavy, but it's okay. This makeup needs to last a couple hours, to be honest, so. Stunning. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And then use a little on my nose here. And then blend that. I'm blending my nose downwards, by the way. This is the extent of nose contour that I do. And then that's the blush. Blush makes a huge difference for this look. Stunning. We are now going to blend out the foundation that we spot concealed with. Just very briefly. You probably won't need to do a lot of blending because it's already kind of seeped into your skin. I'm gonna go in with a powder. This is the Rimmel powder. I don't know the name because it's rubbed off because I've been using it for so long, because I love her, with a brush like this. This is actually my powder blush brush. I like it because it has a little bit of a pink in it, so it doesn't look like, oh, I forgot to, never mind. Put the powder down. Put the powder down. We're gonna go in with our concealer. This is a frighteningly white concealer. Probably like 3 shades brighter than it should be. But I put that here, here, and here. Yeah? Because it helps cinch my face. So instead of adding shadows, because I don't have a lot of natural shadow on my face, I'll create highlight, because I noticed that that looks much more natural for me. This is a common theme, like in this video. Figure out what works for you by experimentation, because not every tutorial online will apply and be flattering on your face. Like you are the only person that knows your face as well as you do, and you're the only person that has your face. So experiment with it, and I promise you it's so much fun. And the end product of investing your time in exploring your face and your makeup is just gonna be better and more flattering than any tutorial that you'll ever follow. Period. So do you notice how that kind of brings your attention to this area rather than like here? Just a little hack if you wanna do that. But now we're gonna go in with the powder, focusing on the center of my face, because this is where makeup starts to melt off the fastest, when I start to generate heat in my body. My forehead, my chin, Also just anywhere that I want a little more coverage. So I have a little bit of a breakout happening on my chin because I'm PMSing and not sleeping. So that's where I'm applying powder. Not too much powder. And then, what are we doing next? We are applying a cool toned powder blush. This is from Nomad in shade Better Than Cheek, CO2, allegedly, with the same brush. And I'm gonna set my cream blush with this powder one. And because the cream blush is so warm toned, I feel like this cool tone helps neutralize it. And my little delusion. I don't know if that's actually the science behind this makeup, but I feel like it complements it very nicely. Yeah. And now we're gonna lock everything in with the setting spray. Yes, that much. I'm gonna use my little trusty mirror. Stunning. Lips. Lip products we are using today. Medicated lipstick. This is probably $1 in Japan, but this is by far the best chapstick I have ever used in every price range. This is effective instantly. It's cheap. It's functional, but I have too much foundation on my lips. That's kind of gross. Ooh. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna wipe her off first. Okay. Stunning. We are next going to use a brown cool toned lip liner. This is actually a eyebrow pencil. I think this is either Cezanne or Can Make or Daiso. It's rubbed off and I've had it for a long time. So I'm going to line my Cupid's bow. Just a slight overline. Ew, why did I do that? Sorry. And then the bottom. Yeah, okay. We are then gonna go in with the Nivea Care and Rich lip balm, tinted lip balm in the shade Bordeaux, all over the lip, focusing in the middle. That is the lip look. And then sometimes if I feel bothered enough to, I'll top this look off with the Lasting Water Gloss by Nomad. One of my favorite lip glosses. This and the Lifter Gloss in shade Topaz is my favorite lip glosses. This one is not sticky, which I love. So it doesn't stick to your hair. It doesn't stick to anything. I'd say it feels more like a lip oil than a lip gloss. Ooh, okay. And that is, my friends, my entire makeup look. We are now gonna go to hair in the next clip. This is the extent of my editing for today, okay? Okay. Welcome to my bathroom. My hair routine is mostly somewhat simple. I would either sleep in overnight curls, or I'll do my straightener blowout. This is just a random straightener I bought from Don Quixote. And this morning when I showered, I doused my hair in this hair treatment hair water. It's like a conditioner, leave-in spray conditioner mixed with heat protectant, because my hair is so damaged because I got a perm in the summer, which was a bad decision. A serve, but a bad decision. And then before that, my hair was bleached unknowingly at a Korean salon because I didn't understand the language. And then it was dyed back to black, and then dyed back to black, and then dyed back to black. So my hair's gone through it. But I feel like she's making a comeback. She's looking a lot healthier than what she used to look like. But jewelry tour. Ring from my grandma. Ring that my gorgeous silversmith friend Manon made. A ring that I made with my best friend Erica at this ring making place featured on Hey Shieri if you want to take a look. I think this is my grandma's ring that my mom stole and that I stole. A watch that I thrifted in Hokkaido in 2021, 2022, 2023, somewhere around there. This bracelet from my mom. We have these earrings from my grandmother. We have these hoops that I probably just bought randomly at a store. Hoops, stud, necklace that my mom gifted me for my 20th birthday from Tiffany's, and then this is a necklace from my dear best friend Erica. With that said, hair tutorial. Very, very simple, guys. I think you're gonna be flabbergasted. The face framing bits are the most important. Everything else doesn't really matter. I'm gonna, yeah, over, yeah, and then away from the face. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go like this. And then I have a beautiful, beautiful blowout looking situation. And then I'm gonna grab that same piece, mix with a little bit from another section, and do the same thing. Hold it, let it go. Beautiful, 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 beautiful blowout. Do the same thing, grab a little bit of that same section, and a little more. Yep, 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 yep. Hold it. Stunning. So then this is gonna be our face framing section. Yeah, so everything facing outwards. Now that this is done, nothing really matters anymore. I just grab random pieces and I'll just curl it so it has some texture, generally in that same direction. Doesn't have to be perfect curls, just has to have some texture. So you can't tell that it's like curled and it looks like I have like a dejipa or natural voluminous curls, because I'm just that girl, you know what I mean? There you go. I actually don't know how to use a curling iron. I've only ever used a straightening, a straightener to curl my hair, so I actually don't know how to use a curling iron or like a blowout. I don't know how to do that either. So this is generally how I style my hair to achieve that same look. This side, I have a little bit of like a side part. It's not a middle, but this side I have a bang that I'm growing out, so it's a little awkward. I'm gonna take this section here, grab it horizontally, flip it, bring it to the side, so that I have this shape. Then I'm gonna take the bottom, scoop it up, bring it to the side, there you go. Now I have this beautiful face framing shape. And then do that same thing that we did on the other side. Grab that same piece, blend it in with the next one, do the same thing. So essentially what I'm trying to do with the face framing bits is create waves that go away from my face. I saw this one girl describe hair as a sculpture, and that's kind of changed how I look at hair. Like, not everything has to be a perfect curl. Like, if you want to curl here, just curl the hair there. You know, you don't need to curl the whole section. Stunning. Oh, my hair smells like coconut. Why does it smell like coconut? Ooh, my favorite hair products are the... Do you like how I just start speaking? Like, nobody asked what my favorite hair products are, but I just assume that you guys want to know. Because we're like this, and I would want to know. But the hair oil from OGX, the coconut something. It's in a clear bottle with a gold lid, and the smell of that is just the most delicious thing I have ever smelled. And I discovered that shampoo, conditioner, hair oil set when I was living in LA with my mom for a little bit. And that just reminds me of LA so much, and the smell is just so divine and so delicious. So I highly recommend, if you have access to that hair oil, to try it just for the smell. I don't know how effective it is, but the smell is just so stunning. And then I also really like this hair protectant, and the hair protectant also has a hair, I think it's the same thing, just in a cream form. This really helps my hair turn into like a uniform like hair texture, because I told you I had a perm, right? So since then my hair's kind of like fuzzy and frizzy. So then when I apply this essence conditioner thing, when it's still wet, when it dries, it kind of reverts back to my natural straight hair texture, which I very, very much appreciate. And then I'm gonna curl some bits to add some volume. Find any straight bits. Stunning. And then we're gonna go in with a hairspray. Doesn't matter which one you use. Generously coat. I'm gonna use a little bit of hair oil that I mixed with my perfume so that I can actually smell my perfume in my hair. Lightly go over the hair to maintain the frizz. Sometimes I'll even go in with like a rat tail comb like this to calm the face framing bits. Because if this section looks neat, everything else looks neat. Little life hack. And that, ladies and gents, is my hair tutorial. Let's move on to fragrances. Fragrances I wear every day are the Hello, this is horribly framed. My everyday fragrance is the Yognog by Lash. It is a gourmand vanilla cupcake smelling body mist. But this, trust me, it will last. You will smell like this for the next week. Whatever you spray this on, it will smell like that for the week. Just fair warning. And then during the summer, I wear the Rose Jam. This is a rosy. It's just rose, basically, but it's stunning and gorgeous and a little musky. And that, ladies and gents, concludes how to be Shieri, basically. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this look, I think you will also like the nighttime version, so check that video out. I'll link it somewhere. My socials are in my description. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see. As always, I love you, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!